Hey, what's up, fam? I'd like to start off by telling everybody, of course, please like and subscribe, especially on these Blu-ray player videos, because they don't get any respect. And what I mean by that is the physical media. I'm following up based off the other video I made on physical media versus streaming. It just doesn't get any props. You know what I mean? It's just this is basically how everything starts. It starts from the Blu-ray player and then it goes to your TV set. So you want to make sure you have a decent Blu-ray player, right? This is the UBP X800 Mark II, and it's the same thing as the X700. Even though some people would disagree with you out there, I've had both of them. Well, I have both of them actually. The other ones I still have it. It's not plugged in. It just looks cheap as hell. The 700. This one here is a real deal as far as meat and potatoes. It's beefy. It has a better build quality. But as far as I notice, a lot of reviewers, nobody ever guts these things, and nobody knows how to do certain things like I know how to actually really tweak them out with some of my modifications. So, with that said, the differences between the two is, as far as picture quality, is nothing. They're not going to get any picture quality difference between any of the Sonys, as a matter of fact, except for the from the Mark II X800 to the Mark I is Dolby Vision. That's it. So the difference between all three of them is no picture quality difference at all. From here, some people like the Panasonic, the 400, or what is it? I think that's the 420 I had, which I just reviewed as well. And I gotta admit, I dislike the TVs. I got a little thing with the Blu-ray players as well. I like to tinker around with them. And I'm gonna be straight up honest, being a Panasonic 9000 owner, you can't see anything different about any of these players side by side like I've done. The only thing that makes the Panasonic stand out is the HDR optimizer, and that's a big thing too, by the way, especially if you want to play around with it and maximize the HDR. It is not director's intent, however. So therefore, if you like the director's intent and what comes off the disc is to your TV and you want it streamed, I mean, well, basically it is kind of streamed in a sense, X's and O's. If you want it going to your TV directly and with no modifications, you stick with one of these players like the Oppo 103, the 205. All these I've had every single one of them. This X800, I just picked this up about 2 weeks ago and been playing around with it and modded it. And I'm going to end up probably selling this one or leaving it for the bedroom. It's kind of, I have it tricked out internally, so I don't think I'll actually keep it for a bedroom. It's more high end now. But with that said, there's no, when you plug them in and play, plug and play. Don't mess with the settings as the director intended. Leave them alone, and you just put it through your TV. It is a stretch to see a difference between all of them, and I mean it, guys. So don't get caught up in what other people are saying on YouTube about, they've had this one and they took it home, and then they got the other one, they took it home. There's not big of a difference that you're not going to be able to take it home and plug it in, then go back to the store and then take another one home and plug it in and see a difference. It is that minute. And I mean, it's a super stretch where we had to play. I had like 3 different people sitting here. We had to play this stuff over and over and over and over. And it finally everyone got exhausted in trying to see if there's a difference between a 9000 to the 820, from the 820 to the 420 on Panasonic versus the Sony X800 M2 versus the Sony X700. So don't rack your brain. Just go pick out one that you like. Now, I'm going to say a weakness about this X800 Mark II, and along with the other Sonys, is you have to put Dolby Vision in manually, and that blows, guys. Come on, let's be for real. You got to actually go to the Dolby Vision settings and turn it on. So you basically have to detect your own disc. So you have to read the back of the disc, see if it's in Dolby Vision. If it's in Dolby Vision, go to your settings, turn on the Dolby Vision, watch the movie. Where the other players, the Panasonic, it actually will play the Dolby Vision for you automatically. Now, the Panasonic on the 420 does not have the Dolby Vision at all. So major negative for some of you out there. I'm not a huge Dolby Vision fan. I really like the HDR optimizer in the Panasonic player, and that's why I'm sticking probably to a Panasonic. But I just wanted to follow up this video with that physical media video I just made, and that's Game of Thrones, by the way, is the one season 7 with the outstanding graphics picture there. And that's one of the other things I like about just buying physical media. You get the old school vinyl feel, you know, where you get the actual packaging, you get the artwork, you get the whole 9 yards. So you get a lot of stuff with physical media. You know, it actually feels like you own something as opposed to that stream where you pay for the stream and then you just put it on your TV, and it feels like you don't own anything. So for sticklers out there like myself, it's, you know, it's cleaner, it's better. Just wanted to give you a quick, you know, shout out as far as all these players. You're not going wrong with pretty much any of them. They all play pristine quality video to your TV set. There's not a huge difference between them, except if you get the Panasonic and you want to tamper with the HDR optimizer. That's the game changer. And you know, some people have the Panasonic and they just leave it on flat. So, you know, upscaling is the same. I can't find any upscaling difference between this X800 Mark II and my 9000. So it's, you know, the picture quality is, like I said, if you pop the disc in and go, it's really a stretch to see the difference between all of them. And it makes sense, guys, because it's all X's and O's basically. It's all digital. It's not like a vinyl turntable, which I own, where there's actually a physical contact with the media disc. So another beauty about this Mark II is I do like the Sony Super Audio CD. For those of you who don't know what it is, you're probably too young to know about it, or you never got involved with CDs at all. Super Audio CD is the most pristine CDs out there. They kind of they never caught on fully, and it's an audiophile grade CD. It's the highest level of CD you could put into the unit, and I'm surprised Sony still supports it. But then I'm not surprised, because Sony was the main inventor and the main pusher of Super Audio CD as well. So it does have that as well. That Dolby Vision thing, guys, kills me. Oh man, I can't stand. There's a few times where I've actually turned it on, and then I forgot to turn it off, and wondering why the regular Blu-ray was so dark and didn't look good. Then I noticed halfway through the movie the Dolby Vision was on. So that's a major thumbs down on this player. But as far as quality, build quality, picture quality, what you're looking at is pristine. And with that said, I'm going to leave everything else out as far as talking about it even more and rambling on about this thing. But I just wanted to push the physical media thing and put this up as well. And with that said, keep buying that physical media, guys. Take care.